Yeah. My dog's on this side, dog's over on this side. Kissing me, licking on me. I already know what you need. I bet quickly, don't hesitate with me. I already know what you need. I bet. That's why I'm not with nobody, cause I don't wanna hurt nobody. Hit me through text, don't call me. Still got love for you, mommy. Know you wanna be somebody, even if you gotta leave somebody. Hey, yes, I'm drunk and yes, I'm faded. Most of these things I don't wanna say. I wanna be around while you change. I wanna be around while you're naked. Girl, please come back when you make it. I always want you, but it's dangerous. You got something real, not basic. You wanna get with me, stop. Yes, I'm drunk and yes, I'm faded. Most of these things I don't wanna say. I wanna show you what I'm saying. You want the thing but can't take it. Girl, come back, you know I'll be waiting. I always want you, but it's dangerous. You got something real, not basic. You wanna get with me, stop. Dogs on this side, dogs over on this side. Hey. Girl, please don't tease me, you're killing me enough. Dragged me like 2 hours to your family's house for what? You said you wanna talk about some things, but we just always felt inside you was the closest thing to love. Closest thing. You splash when I slip in, I'm getting under your skin. Pretty little young thing, I drip my coffee, got me all excited. She wavy, you wavy, you wavy. Low down Lincolns, leaks, lingerie shit. I need to know how you could talk shit and still can't take it. I do this for a living, baby girl, please don't play me. How are you even managing to keep straight faces and all the pictures that I've seen lately? Lord knows you still look amazing. That's besides the point I'm making. Body look like Serena, no knife and no need to fake it. You got potential, cold bottle shaping, pussy too wet, girl, please come and save me. I wasn't ready, no preparation. You're old enough, but you're still a baby. You share stories of what we did lately. Things to remember, things that'll make them want what you got, but they can't take it. Can't lie on drunk, can't lie on faded. Most of these things I don't wanna say. I wanna be around while you change. I wanna be around while you're naked. Girl, please come back when you're famous. Girl, please.
Say, man, it's Street Top Radio LA. Street Top Radio LA, man, I appreciate you guys tapping in each and every Tuesday to my show. Make sure y'all follow me on my YouTube channel. That's Tree Top Radio LA, or you can space it out, Tree Top Radio LA. You can follow, like, subscribe, and share. Every time I go live, you'll get a notification. I do marketing for artists, brands, and businesses. You can contact me on my Instagram page. That's Tree Top Radio. That's Tree Top _Radio LA. Make sure y'all holler at me, man. I got good deals. I do video editing as well. I do photography for any type of events. Just let me know. Radio LA, man. My motherfucking boy Free, man. Symbol Free, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. Since Symbol Free, we go ahead and crank that, man. Yeah, that, man. Long live 9. Shout out to the house team, man. Shout out to all his friends and his family, man. Protect Simba at all costs. You dig? Simple Free, man. Welcome home. We sucker free out here. You feel me? Yeah, that.
Thank God. My flow is immaculate. Diamonds for Barbies and furs, I got the shit. Just landed this Switzerland. So pick up my bitch and go fuck up some Benjamins. I got more cheese than some mozzarella. Got gold trimmed on my propelling. My helicopter smoking hella gun. The Louis Gucci Prada stunting even harder. Got the windows tinted, but I see all hate. Know they sick, I see it in their face. See the hatred in them bitches' faces, so I keep it short and get no conversation. I'm a nigga temptation. Sex with me is so amazing. Now this bitch investigating. She a PI in the making. Got your nigga tiptoeing on my Marvel flow. He ain't gotta go home, but he gotta go. Unless he coming with us.
Street Talk Radio LA, man. We are broadcasting live via Capitol Heights, Maryland, via Los Angeles, California, man. I'm your host, Big Homie Smiles. You feel me? New surrounding, new background, man. We doing it BIG. You feel me? Today's topic for today's podcast is how to reinvent yourself. You understand? And so if you're new to the channel, man, I want to thank you, man. Big ups to everybody in DC, Maryland, Virginia. Big ups to... Sorry, my cousin was calling me. Big ups to everybody that's doing their thing, everybody that's in the new 2024 striving for excellence. Now, if you're new channel, every time I come, damn, Let me go to a brief commercial break. Hold on.
The niggas that using that case where ended up getting them jersey numbers. Niggas come out of flowers room. Them merge, you niggas be wearing y'all melon. Fuck up the ops, know me cousin Jake. Just got me a sweet ass drop my late. Say niggas that bitch top notch, she base. You wanna be a vet, you don't need no debate. Me and Jake hopped out on the minute. Line up this shoot, that's real orchestration. I'm trying to law, never showing my rap.
Once I get to know what she said.
She said she don't like how I move, cause I move like I'm.
All right, we back. Sorry about that. Brief intermission. Now, if you're new to my show, every time I come on my podcast, I always tell a story. Now, the story is something off the dome. I freestyle it like a rap. You know what I'm saying? It's a story relating to my topic. But before we get into the story, I want to shout out to my co-host. My co-host is in Los Angeles, California. He is a black elote man. So if you're not familiar with an elote is a Mexican style street corn, and he is the only black male in the world, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. He's the only black man in the world who has made a business off of elotes. He got blessed in by Mexicans. His baby mother is a Mexican. His children are mixed. So it's a nice little mingulation going on right there. We're trying to unite all 2024, whether you brown, black, you know what I'm saying, white, whatever. But mainly focus right now, we focusing on our black and brown people. You know what I'm saying? So big ups to my co-host out Los Angeles, California. If y'all make sure y'all follow him too on Instagram. Check out his merch. He also does catering too. So it's black_corn_man_LA. Now, also big ups to a couple artists that I like, I appreciate in the DMV that's doing their thing. Simba, RG Simba is a local artist who was just released from prison by the grace of God, you feel me? And he's out here putting in that work, doing his motherfucking thug thizzle. He grinding. He just dropped some little features with a couple artists, Young Threat. Q the Fool is doing this thing. Big ups to Q the Fool. Long live Lundy. I'm always say that. Lundy forever, you feel me? Who else doing their thing out here in the DMV? It's a lot of artists doing their thing. Young Marley. We got Big Mackie. We got my boy from Capitol Heights, Ace, what's his nigga name? Money Ace. We got CGE, my nigga my boy Jay. We got D-Mac, long live Dino De Niro, long live Tutu. We got a lot of artists out here that's just doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? And I salute y'all. I want y'all to keep grinding, stay focused. Don't let words crash you out. You know what I'm saying? People gonna talk. They gonna diss back. You know what I'm saying? Make money off your beef. You feel me? Make money off the beef. You don't got to kill the nigga that's helping you make money off this beef because you a musician, right? You was an artist. So leave that street shit to the side and just make money off this beef shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is now. Capitalize off that shit. Monetize off the beef. But don't involve yourself in the street shit, man. Keep that shit at musically. Make that shit an art. A lot of artists out here is not taking music seriously. They just in it for the money. You got to be a real musician. So if once you figure that out, then everything else gonna fall into place. You feel me? So today's story is The Thought. Now, this story takes place in Cleveland, Ohio. It's about a young gentleman who has inspirations to become the best fashion designer in the world, but something takes place where he loses everything and has to start over. Now, the young gentleman's name is Hawthorne. Hawthorne is the only child of two parents, Teresa and Greg. So Teresa and Greg had a son. His name is Hawthorne. They live in a very quaint neighborhood, not too bad, not too good, just right there in the middle. So they always instilled in Hawthorne that whatever you want to do, you can do it. And all you have to do is put your mind to it. Now, Hawthorne, being 16, came home one day. And when he came home, he told his mother, he was like, "Hey, Mom, I'm gonna be a fashion designer one day." And his mother, Teresa, looked at him and said, "Oh, I know, baby. Because ever since you was little, you always was trying to put things together, sew something with me while I was stitching up the church's the nurses' church's outfits for church. He's like, yeah, I want to do this, Mom. I want to go to the school out there in Los Angeles where I'm a do my thing. Teresa was like, okay, what you got to do is make sure you put your mind to it. So Hawthorne get a little bit older. He's 18 now. He's getting ready to graduate high school. And he told his mother he saved up some money. He's just going to move out of California. He's not going to go to college. He's just going to take a chance and move to California. So Hawthorne buys a Greyhound ticket out there in Ohio, and he heads to California. So when Hawthorne get to California, Hawthorne sees all the lights, you know what I'm saying? He's saying everything is moving, palm trees, he's excited, he's happy. So he go to his place where he was moving in at, and it just so happened that the person that he is moving in with is an intern at a very high-end retail store on Melrose, right? And so Hawthorne, they connecting and stuff like that. The dude name is Melvin. So Melvin like, yeah, Hawthorne, I can get you right in there if you wanna intern with me. And you're my good buddy. We've been talking for a long time, and I feel like I can trust you, and I don't feel like you're snake me out of my position as an intern and try to outshine me. Hawthorne, being a humble person he is, he's like, nah, I would never do that, Melvin. I'm just here to learn, man. I want to be the best fashion designer in the world, and I want to learn from the best, right? So Melvin go to work the next day. He put in a word for him, and the manager, Jesse was like, okay, I like this young cat. I like what you're telling me about him, Melvin. Bring him in. So Melvin go home after a day's work. He let Hawthorne know. He say, hey, Melvin. Hey, Hawthorne. Hey, guess what, buddy? I got some great news. My manager, Jesse, said you can come right on in and be an intern with me. You ready? You excited? Hawthorne was like, yes. Hey, Melvin, I love you, bro. You the best, bro. I promise I won't let you down. So for the next couple of months, for like 5 months, Melvin and Hawthorne was working together, and Jesse came to them with a project. Now, this project was going to be featured in the New York Fashion Week. Now, if you're not familiar with the New York Fashion Week, it's a very popular time for all fashion designers to get their clothing seen and possibly be put into a very high-end store. So Hawthorne, studying throughout his middle school, high school year about fashion and different ways to stay afloat and stay active with the new changes in the different generations. He was excited. So he's like, yeah, man, we got this. This is what I know. Melvin, trust me, this is what I know. So Melvin he was a more geared to the fashion of like dresses and ball gowns. He was a gay dude, so he wasn't into like hip hop type of fashion, or just that fashion that just keeps you in the active fashion wise. So Melvin and Hawthorne, they brainstorm, they come up with this idea. So they come up with this pants and top suit, and it was called Reinvent. That was the name of the brand that they came up with. And they came up with this brand because Melvin had told Hawthorne how he had lost everything and was from Los Angeles, California, and was homeless for a while until he had to reinvent himself, and he designed this banging ass outfit out of the material that some spare clothes that he had and some other stuff that he had on Skid Row with him. And so that got him an internship at the Gucci shop that they was at. So Hawthorne inspired, he was like, man, let's call our brand Reinvent. So they come up with the brand, they design it, it takes off. Next thing you know, Melvin and Hawthorne is millionaires. But what Hawthorne don't know is Melvin never intended to keep Hawthorne on he just wanted to use him because he saw that he was very good at designing clothes that the youth and everybody would wear, Hollywood would wear. So he just wanted to use him for his skill, right? So they get a contract with Louis Vuitton to design a winter line. So Melvin goes behind Hawthorne's back and does a deal with Louis Vuitton that excludes Hawthorne. Now, mind you, Hawthorne has been out LA for maybe right now about 3 years. And, he's been working, accumulated some money, some savings. And Melvin comes to Hawthorne and was like, hey, Hawthorne, I'm sorry to tell you this, bro, but Louis Vuitton only wants me. Hawthorne like, what? Nigga, what is you talking about? They only want you. We did this together. Melvin like, I'm sorry. And they want me to move into the employee housing at Louis Vuitton land. And you got to move out immediately. So Melvin like, what the fuck? You mean to tell me I have to find somewhere to go? This is last minute. What are you talking about? Melvin walk away. So Hawthorne is mad and upset, and he don't want to call his parents because he gonna feel like a failure. He called his parents. So Hawthorne called his homegirl, Sydney. She from Compton. She come slide on him, help him move his stuff into storage. Now Hawthorne has a savings of maybe about $5,000. Now it's only enough to keep him afloat for about 5-6 months. So at this moment, Hawthorne has nothing. All he has right now is a sewing machine, some African print material, and that's it. His homegirl, Sydney, has a house. So luckily he was able to, connect with her and she let him stay with him. So Hawthorne is just devastated. He depressed. He not eating. Sydney trying to talk to him. He like, man, Sydney, what am I going to do? I moved all the way out here to LA from Ohio. What am I going to do, Sydney? What am I going to do? Sydney is like, dude, are you crazy? You just made a brand called Reinvent. Why don't you reinvent yourself? So Hawthorne went to sleep, and when he was going to sleep, all he could hear is Sydney saying, dude, why don't you reinvent yourself? Dude, why don't you reinvent yourself? So the next day, Hawthorne get up and he has an idea. He's like, Sydney, I got this idea. I'm going to make a multi-faceted shirt that's a bag and a shirt at the same time. And I'm going to call it United. So Sydney like, what? You going to call it United? Yeah, that's what I was just thinking about just now, because you told me to reinvent myself, and that made me want to unite within myself, fire to create something nobody has ever created. Okay, I'm feeling that. I like that. We may got to tweak the name a little bit, but I like that. So Hawthorne begins to make the outfit. He makes the outfit. It has pastel red and blue in it. Being in LA, he said he wanted to unite, the members of the street fraternities and sororities. So he did a red and blue pastel piece, and the joint was a bag and a shirt, and he had an instructional video to go along with how do you operate the shirt. And he had pants to go along with it. The pants was a straight cargo pants with puffer pockets on the side, real slick, had a little bit of red pastel at the bottom, blue pastel going towards the top, and it had united right through the center of the shirt. It was like a stitching, like a black stitching that said United Apparel. And so he also thought of a QR code. So the QR code that he thought of went along with the apparel. So he went out on Hollywood Boulevard with a couple of the outfits because he made about 5. Went out there with a couple of the outfits on Hollywood Boulevard, and he started hustling. He started, hey, come check out my work. Come check out my work. What he didn't know that on this day, Dapper Dan was in Hollywood. And if you're not familiar with Dapper Dan, he is from New York City, and he just happened to be on Hollywood Boulevard that day. So he out there, he's like, hey, check out my QR code, man. I'm the first to ever build a multifaceted shirt/bag. It's called United. So Dapper Dan was interested. So he walked up to Hawthorne. He said, hey, young man, show me how to work this. How much you selling it for? Hawthorne said, I'm selling it for $150, sir. And so he began to show Dapper Dan how to use that the shirt and how to convert it into a bag. Dapper Dan was floored. Right on the spot, Dapper Dan told his security guard to give him a bag. The bag had 100,000 in it. He said, right now you work for me. Come with me. And he signed Hawthorne for a $5 million deal for 5-year contract to do his fall, spring, winter, and summer line. And the rest is history. And it ended up happening that Melvin lost his contract with Louis Vuitton and ended up needing a job. And Hawthorne was hiring. And so Melvin didn't know that it was Hawthorne that was hiring. Came to the interview and had to see Hawthorne and was humbled like a motherfucker. Hawthorne gave him the job, but Hawthorne had one up on him. And that's the end of the story. And that's the title of that story is called Reinvent. You feel me? And the title of my topic for today is how to reinvent yourself, right? So the purpose of the podcast is to teach my audience ways to reinvent yourself. Reinventing yourself is important to establish a new version of yourself to create an even better foundation for you and your brand. Reinventing yourself often means making major changes on your personal career or your personal life to set out on a new path. You will bring that reinventing yourself will bring you more fulfillment and contentment and peace of mind if you just focus and get to it. Now, when I was thinking about this topic, I was like, what are some ways that I feel like that I can help others reinvent myself like I've been doing over the years? Because reinventing yourself is not a one-time thing. You have to constantly reinvent yourself maybe every so often, if it sometimes for people, motherfucker, I reinvent themselves every day. You feel me? But if you thinking on a business tip in a business aspect or a branding aspect, maybe reinventing yourself every year, 6 months to a year is a good way to, keep yourself fresh. You feel me? I think my manager just told me my co-host pulled up. Did he pull up? Oh yeah, he got the Ferrari. Ayo. All right. Tell him hop in. He late. But it's all right. I got the Thoinkies in the back for him. You feel me? Tell him. All right. I need everybody to make some noise. Presenting Black Corman, the best co-host in the world.
Yeah! You know we on Black people time and shit, you feel me? Goddamn!
Hey, always on Black people time. Big ups to my boy. How you been, bruh?
Man, I've been good. I've been Gucci, you know what I'm saying? Doing what it do, trying to make it do what it's supposed to do and shit.
Make it do what it's supposed to do now. And that's funny you said that because the title of today's topic is how to reinvent yourself. And so I want our audience to understand that reinventing yourself is important to establish a new version of yourself, to create a better foundation for yourself and your brand. And a good example of that is yourself, because you've been an elote man. You, first of all, let's back up. You coming from the streets, rebranding yourself to a businessman. Hold on, wait, back it up.
you coming from the street, boom, becoming a father, rebranding yourself to parenthood, boom,
Boom!
boom, rebranding yourself to a businessman, boom, thinking of ways to make your shit pop, and you come up with being a Lotte man. Talk to him about that.
Yeah, let's go back to some shit that I think is funny, but everybody ain't gonna think it's funny, but that's why, when you really from the hood, you understand hood shit. Man, I used to rob taco trucks. My last case was robbing a fucking taco truck. A nigga almost sat down for 9 years for robbing a taco truck. And now we finna open a taco motherfucking truck, man.
Look at
Going
God.
full
Look
cycle in
at
this
God, man.
motherfucker.
Come on, look at God.
Go!
Come on, man. Look at God, man. Look at God. Reinvent yourself from robbing a
Come
taco truck
on!
to owning the taco truck. You
Come
feel me? And you
on!
giving back to the community too. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
putting my
You
people on,
get
putting the people I fuck with on,
putting
putting
the
people from
homies
my
on.
community. Yeah, putting people from my community. Sometimes I don't even know these niggas, but it's like, fuck it. Ain't nobody give me no chance, so I'll give you one if I can.
Right. And that's what it's about. It's about opportunity. It's about creating a path, a foundation for people to, establish themselves and reinvent themselves while they're in the process of getting to some money.
Yeah, and I think the most important part about why you should be reinventing yourself, why you should be working on that, is because the self you are right now is not the best you. You gonna settle for not being the best you? Fuck that shit. I want
Right.
the best me.
Right. I want the best me at all times, and I'm not gonna settle for nothing else. All 2024, we not settling for what people think we should have. We going for what we know we need and want.
Yeah,
And
we going bigger than that shit. If you think that's something you need, go bigger, and that's what we going after and shit.
that's what we going after, facts. Now, I told them, I was like, when I was thinking about this, I was thinking about how to reinvent yourself. Like, what are some ways? And I was like, identifying patterns, right? For me, I have to identify things that hinder me from being great, right?
Yes.
Things, a
Find the
pattern.
stuff that's not giving you the results you want. This shit ain't getting me what I'm supposed to be getting out of it. This shit ain't right for me. Let me figure out what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing. Identifying the problem, the issue, is the first step. Absolutely. I agree.
Identifying the problem and the issue. And even if it's not a negative, identifying the positive attributes of my pattern. Some things that I noticed about myself is that I have a pattern of being consistent with something that I like doing. So I'm really consistent with it. I go above and beyond. My work ethic is great, but also on a downside, I noticed that I can procrastinate and I can make excuses for why I'm not doing something, and I also can self sabotage a good situation through my action. So I'm learning those different patterns. I'm learning that I know how to network, which is a good thing. I know how to talk to people. I know how to um I know how to get to a bag. You know what I'm saying? Well, get to a job. Not necessarily.
I know how to
I
make
guess
some
that's
money.
a
I know how
bag.
to work.
Make some money. I know how to make some money. You know what I'm saying?
That's a bag. A job is definitely a bag. 9 to 5 a bag. You see, we got one. We in that bag too.
Right. We in that bag. I said, what you do? Administrative work?
Nah, hell nah. I'm a janitor. We doing
Oh yeah.
janitorial work, man.
Oh yeah. Get that bag doing light work. Or we having a technical difficulty. We going to it's
Because I'm
freezing.
getting on Wi-Fi. My fault. Let me turn the
Uh-huh.
Wi-Fi off.
Oh yeah, got you. See the palm trees in the back? Hold on. I think you froze
Is it
again. Hold on.
connected? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay, there we go. There we go. Palm
Hello?
tree. Ain't no love like
Is it my side,
California.
your side?
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Thumbs up.
All right. Yeah, Gucci. Muy
Okay.
bien.
Now another thing I would say that we can identify to reinvent yourself is values. What you think about that? Ooh, that's a nice joint. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You heard the question?
I can't. Hold up.
All right, we gonna be back with my boy. He having technical difficulties. You know, we a land in a land. You feel me? So values is another way that we can apply to reinvent yourself. If you are founded on great values, then reinventing yourself is easy. You know what I'm saying? When I say reinventing yourself, that means doing something that you like or going about something in a totally different way that you never would have went about it. Maybe you're a reactive person. Somebody say something to you, you're easily reactivated. Maybe reinventing yourself is for you not to be so reactive to situations or people. You know what I'm saying? Going about it in a calm manner. That's reinventing yourself, because when you start doing things differently, then you get different results, right? Another way that you can do reinventing yourself is changing activities that no longer serve you and changing them for the better. So maybe you have something that is preventing you from, you know, doing something in a positive way. Maybe it's something negative that you're doing that is not positive. So maybe you need to commit to cutting that out of your life, so that way you can see things a little bit clearer and be a little bit more focused without that negative thing holding you back. You feel me? Um, Another thing that I thought of is like jobs. I was just talking about that. Making sure that you have a job that's, if you're gonna do something, do it. Make sure you like doing it. If you can, some people don't have the choice. Well, no, we all have choices, but some people feel like they don't have a choice, so they do what they supposed to, or they can. Do what you want to do. You feel me? If you want to work a job that's easy going but pay some good money, do that. You know what I'm saying? And work hard at doing that. You don't gotta work no bullshit job just because it's giving you some money. Fuck that. And you dealing with people stressing you out. Hell no. Relationships, another good way to reinvent yourself is changing your atmosphere, changing the people you hang around with. Maybe the people you hanging around with don't have plans and don't have purposes and don't have goals, and or just always want to be in the house smoking weed and not doing shit with their life, or just want to be outside trapping and being in the streets. Maybe you need to reinvent your surroundings and the people you're hanging with. You know what I'm saying? Or the type of people that you are getting into romantic relationships. Maybe you're attracting toxic people, or maybe toxic people are attracted to you. You need to figure out why that is and reinvent that. You feel me? So these are some good ways, some good things that I feel like that you can do to reinvent yourself. Now, 5 steps that you can just take with you, because those was just like some little key points. But 5 steps that you can do: make a bucket list. Sorry, I read off the paper. Make a bucket list of things that you want to do. You feel me, in your life, and check them off. Do it. You should be living every day like you're gonna die tomorrow. You feel me? That's how I'm living. Like every day. The day right now might be my last day on earth, and I want to make sure that I'm doing what I want to do, which I'm doing right now. You feel me? Is he back on? My manager just gave me. Okay, we're gonna bring him in. Go ahead. Turn the door. You been here the longest. All right, my man back here with us. Hey, gang, 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 gang.
How we
Hi.
doing? Who was having a little technical difficulty? Say hi.
Hi. Hi. And what's your daughter name again?
Femi.
Femi. Hi, Femi.
Hi,
Hey. Hi. What's your name again?
Elijah.
Oh, yeah,
This is
Elijah.
Caillou. This
Femi
is
and Elijah.
Caillou. This is
Huh?
Caillou.
Talking about the dog.
Oh, that's Caillou?
Charlie.
And that's
Charlie.
Piper. Piper's over
Charlie.
there.
Oh, wow. You guys are getting so big. But no, so the
So what was the question you had asked me before my internet dropped?
the question I had asked you, I said, do you feel like values can be a way that a person can reinvent themselves?
Yes. Connected to what you actually value, what your real values are.
Right.
It, it's
What
not
are some tools that you think you can use to reinvent yourself, or people can use to reinvent themselves?
Values are a way that you can reinvent yourself. It's changing your values, a way to reinvent yourself. The question is reinventing yourself. The topic is reinventing yourself. You gotta bring it up. So yeah, definitely, I believe that changing what you value, or sometimes it's not that you need to change your values. You just need to focus on your values. Will help you rebrand yourself, reinvent yourself.
Rechange your values.
I said sometimes you don't need to change the values. You have the right values. You're just not focusing on your values. You know, you're just going
Oh,
through the day to day, ignoring what you actually think is important and what you actually value.
okay, that makes sense. So, what are some tools that you used, or you can give the audience that they can use to help reinvent themselves?
Sit down and write it down. I'm a real write stuff down, talk it out with myself person. If you have somebody to talk it out,
Can I have grandma? Can I have candy?
no candy, mama.
Can we have candy?
If you have somebody to talk it out with, that works. Being able to talk it out with yourself is also what I do. But writing stuff down really helps. Because then you can go back and look at it and say, okay, this is what I'm trying to work on changing. This is the values that I care about. Is this actually happening in my life? Writing it all down. Like, okay, these are the values. This is who I want to be. Is this who I am now? How do I get there? Where's the space in between?
Right. Where's the space in between? I like that. Now, 5 steps that I came up with, and you let me know if and you can add to this. I said make a bucket list. Try something you're always try something you've always put off. Join or start a new initiative. This can be from giving like, you know, doing something at work, going to like a Habitat for Humanity, explore career change, or recognize resistance.
Yeah, I definitely like the one that talks about checking out new, I forget exactly how you said it, but checking out pretty much new hobbies, checking out new things to get into.
Yeah, check doing something that's different.
Yeah.
And would you got something to add to that?
I think it's really a lot about changing habits. So we have a lot of habits that we kind of just grew into because we had to, survival mode habits. And now at this point, we're not just trying to survive, we're trying to thrive. So we have to change our habits.
Oh yeah, I like that. Because the habits do matter, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you got habits that are taken away from your pockets financially too.
Yeah, I
So
think that sometimes we think, oh, my fault, go ahead.
yeah, sometimes if you have those habits, it can be a detriment, and you think it is a benefit, but it's not benefiting you.
Yeah, I
It's
think
just a
that
habit.
actually happens a lot with our habits that are not financially draining us. So we're like, oh, it doesn't drain me financially. It's good for me. It's positive for me. And it's like, just because it doesn't drain you financially doesn't mean it's not draining you mentally, doesn't mean it's not draining your energy, doesn't mean it's not pulling you from away from what you should be really doing. So sometimes you gotta, that's where you step back and you take a look at it like, okay, yeah, this habit may not be hindering me in a certain way, but it's not helping me the way I think it is either.
Right. It's not giving me that elevation that I thought it was going to give me. It's actually
Yeah.
giving me a de-elevation.
Yeah, exactly. And a point that I know you're probably not going to hear, but a friend of mine just helped me make this point, and I know he don't get it still, but we still talking about it, arguing, debating about it. But because I stopped smoking and he hasn't, and so he's like, oh, it helps me focus, it helps me with this, it helps me with that, and he's like, and I don't spend money on it, so it's not hindering me in any way. And it's like the reality of it is that if you put it down, your focus is going to improve. What you're going to start doing with your time, you're going to start using your time more productively, regardless of how much you say, I get productive when I get high, you are going to be more productive sober.
Right.
You're also going to be able to remember more things that you need to do. You're going to, you'll be able to focus more on what you're really trying to get to and less of, all right, I'm coasting through, enjoying this.
Right. Right. I like that. I like that you said that. That's a fact. Because if you put the weed down, then you can do more shit. It's true. It's true. It's true.
Even if it's just the time alone that you would take to actually do the act and to roll all of that, now you got that time, you could be doing something else. even if it's just that simple of how you can benefit from cutting it out.
Right. That's a fact. That's a fact. I plan on cutting it out soon as all of mine is gone. So thank God.
Yeah, I just made sure all of mine was gone before the new year. I'm like, okay, we gonna pop in here and start fresh.
Oh yeah, that's what's up, Joe. I'm proud of you. That's a strong start.
It's a big fleet too.
Yeah, that's a big leap, Slim. So how
Yeah,
long?
start
So
working and put it down too at the same time, man. Because you know.
yeah, fact. Dang, that's a good thing, though. Shit, I'm gonna be with you as soon as this shit done.
Yeah.
But nah, but that's all for real. That's all I had to say about reinventing yourself. You know, because I think it's important for you not to get complacent. And I'm speaking more so to myself, not for me, not to get complacent in a zone of not doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm not. It's not that I'm not doing shit, but you don't want to get to that point. You know what I'm saying? Where you
Yeah,
are.
I think that even when you are doing stuff, complacency is the downfall of all of us because it's like, okay, yeah, I may be comfortable right where, which is part of the reason why I had originally stopped smoking last year was because I was complacent where I was at. It's like, okay, I'm not happy here, but I'm going to keep thumbing through because I'm surviving. And it's like I said, I'm not trying to survive no more. I know I'm going to survive. I know I'm
Right.
going to make it. I done made it this far. I know I can survive. Now I'm trying to thrive. I'm trying to do better than just surviving. And so that takes, okay, I need to discipline, lock it down, stop doing some things, get uncomfortable about some things. That way that I can get to a better spot.
That's fact. That's facts. That's fact. That's a good message, man. So tell the people where they can find. Oh, okay. Before we go, if you was to die today or tomorrow, what is a good quote that you can leave the world with to remember you by?
Okay, we're going to stay on brand with the topic today. And I'm going to say, don't fall complacent. Do better.
Don't
Strive for
fall
the best
complacent.
you.
Strive for the best you. I like that, Black Hole Man. You talking to me. You preaching to
Come
me.
on.
Look how God is talking to you.
Strive to thrive, not to survive.
Strive to thrive, not to survive.
Yeah.
That's right. I like that. How can they find you? Where can they shop with you at?
You can shop with me on my website, blackcornman.com. On there is all the social medias. We got the rugs, we got custom rugs, we got the ATMs and vending machines on there. So if you, tap in, you got business ideas you want to work with. We actually just started this little investing group too. So, it's potential out here.
I like that. And y'all make sure y'all tap in with him because he got good money moves for everybody to make and everybody can eat. And it's about generational wealth and reinventing yourself and not being complacent and striving to thrive and not survive.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Striving to thrive, not survive.
Striving to thrive and not survive. And my quote is, if I was to die today or tomorrow, is why buy the hot dog when you can own the hot dog stand?
Come on.
I'm sticking with the topic, and we about elevating and owning stuff and being owners and not just being a consumer. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that's what it is, man. I appreciate you, man. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, big_homie smiles 41 backup page, man. Make sure y'all tap in with us on YouTube and make sure y'all tap in with my boy Black Cornman, man. Hey, Black Cornman, I always appreciate you, bruh. Thank you for the wisdom. Thank you for talking to me and giving me some gems that I'm definitely gonna use and take forward with me in this 2024 year. You feel me?
Yeah, always appreciate coming on. Sorry I was late. We're gonna get you right on next week though. We're not gonna be late no more.
Oh yeah, we gonna get it right, get it tight. You feel me? But nah, today was a great topic. Reinvent yourself. I'm gonna see you next Wednesday. You be safe out there.
All right now.
All right. All right, that was my boy Black Corn, man. You feel me? We reinventing yourself. You know what I'm saying? And every time we get on, we always here with it. We always talking, and I've been having a lot of talks, with my mom and different things like that. So it's always a confirmation of for me what's going on. So I definitely need to put the weed down, but definitely after all my weed is gone for sure. But yeah, thank y'all for tapping in. Make sure y'all follow these artists: RG Simba, Cutifool, Money, Ace Money, Young Threat, Young Molly, Baby J-Mo, KP Skywalker, Crack Fiend. His name is Young. What is it? Young Crack. What is it? Nigga name? Damn. Nigga name on it. Crack Fiend. Just put in Crack Fiend. It'll come up. Crack Fiend with a K though. KRAKFEEN. Who else? Fucking Flyboy Twan, my dude from Young World. My man JT, he also from Young World. My nigga Young Gleesh, Fat Trail, Shy Glizzy. You feel me? Check out all these artists, some good artists. I know I'm missing a lot of other artists. Black Fortune, Big Flop. You know, it's a lot of other artists out there. But yeah. Oh, AK. You know what I'm saying? Just check them out. Everybody doing O-Dog. That nigga crazy. I think he locked up. Make sure y'all tap in. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all Lil Dude. And make sure y'all fuck with us, man. Reinvent yourself, man. Always stay active. You feel me? I'm out.
Chosen one. And no, everybody is not selected to be a chosen one. Chosen one is a person that's really pretty much selected on this planet to handle certain assignments. Pretty much like help people, you know what I mean? Like help other chosen ones to be healed, or just other people that just got lost in the matrix type shit. Like to know that you're a chosen one, like your childhood, 9 out of 10, your childhood was pretty much difficult growing up. May have abandonment issues, like you feel like you're being overlooked by your family, you never really fit in, you're mad different from your siblings. Like you see things and new things other people didn't. There's always something about you people don't like about you, but it's never a reason why they don't like you. Growing up, you always get hurt by the people you try to help. You're always considered as like you're weird or you're crazy. You like being alone because you feel like you can't relate to people. Bugs and animals vibrated to you. Like even if you're scared of them, like you have this type of energy with them that nobody could like understand. As more you grow and you turn into an adult, you become more quiet. You become isolated. You really don't deal with people much. You learn to love from a distance because you can't play fake. You attract strangers no matter where you go. You always under attack, even if you staying out the way and you trying to do everything right. People always try to feel dimming your light, but always fail to do so. No matter how hard life gets you, you always bounce back through anything. That's how you know you're the chosen one.
Yeah. Say, man, it's Street Top Radio LA.